Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia and I'm obsessed with stickers and planning, so if you are too, you're in the right place. My channel is full of plan with me's, sticker hauls, and other planning videos. All of my videos have timestamps in the description so you can skip around to different sections and to different shops in my hauls. And if this is your 20th time listening to this intro, you can go ahead and skip this too. All my social media links, including Instagram, are in the description, as well as all the supplies I use and notes about each video. The planner I'm currently using is my standard size vertical planner, which I use for decorative memory planning. I also just want to add a couple quick notes about me since I don't always remember to go into detail in my videos, and for new viewers it can be confusing. So when I mention work, I'm referring mostly to my bookkeeping position at a grocery store, and when I mention Anastasia, or Anna for short, she is my pet ball python. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I hope you enjoy. Hi guys, so I've got another brand new haul for you today. We're starting off with tons of washi. These are all overlay tapes that I have just recently purchased from 3 different shops. A couple that I don't think I've purchased from before, so that's kind of exciting, and one that I purchase from all the time, RoseColoredDaze, obviously. So let's start off with the smallest order, which is from Sticker Guru, and this is her new thank you card, and she does handwrite your name, so I love keeping those types of cards. And this was I think it was like a rainbow release mixed with a St. Patrick's Day release. So I didn't get any of the St. Patrick's Day tapes because I think they were just not the foil colors that I would typically use. And also I feel like I have enough St. Patrick's Day foil. I don't need a ton, not really a whole roll. But I think her colors were like silver and rose gold, or not rose gold, sorry, hollow. Silver and hollow, I think. Something like that. Whereas for St. Patty's Day, I typically like to get gold and green when green is an option. So it didn't really make sense for me to purchase that, but some of the rainbow releases caught my eye. One of them was like a border, like a confetti border tape, but it was like the confetti was like mixed with different designs like bows and other types of confetti. I'm really picky about my confetti borders and like just confetti in general. I like it to be mostly pretty plain if possible, just like circles. So I passed on that. I don't really anticipate using rainbow that much, but I feel like I have a lot of rainbow foil bundles, and those are going to have enough border tapes, not tapes, but border overlays, so I didn't really necessarily want to get a whole roll that I wasn't totally in love with. However, she did have a different kind of border tape that I did want, which was just the, rectangular border, the plain, most basic border. I know I spent like way too long talking without showing you anything, but doesn't help that I'm filming at like 2 in the morning and I'm super tired. But I have to be awake during this time, so I might as well get some filming done. I'm just going to be talking a little bit slower than usual. So she has a few different border designs on this tape, which I love. I always love the variation because if I'm going to reach for this tape during a plan with me, I want to be able to use more of it than just one design. So I do really love that there are several. Actually, it just keeps going, because if you look at that one, I'm not even seeing that one coming up. So I think there are 6 designs on each tape, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it looks like it's turning out to be that way, and I just realized I'm just destroying it. So we're gonna stop destroying it. I do typically still use those overlays even if I ripped them, because you couldn't hardly tell when you put it over full box. And I don't like to waste anything, so we're just going to go over what we can see right now. So we have the double border that is offset this particular orientation, and then we have the opposite orientation right here, and then we have just a normal no offset double border here, and then we have the plain border with the bow on top, And then it looks like this design is a double border with 2 bows, one on either side, which is interesting. I don't think I've seen that design before, but it could be cute. And the rainbow is such that each box has different colors of the rainbow, so they're not all the same. Like this box doesn't have any green or yellow. This box doesn't have any blue, you know, etc. So there is some variation in the foil as well. But I do like basic border tapes like this, because they're just, I typically use this type of overlay with pretty much every spread that I can, so it makes sense for me to have a whole tape of that, even if it's rainbow. And her rolls are like fairly small, so I don't feel like I'm left with a huge chunk that I'm probably never going to get to within my lifetime. Like, I don't know, I feel like this might be doable, because I don't anticipate using rainbow foil that often. I just don't think there's many kits that it would go with. And if there are, like, I typically feel like using hollow with a lot of those instead of like actual bright rainbow tapes or rainbow foil in general. So that made sense to me. And the other rainbow tape I wanted was this one, which is a solid, just a solid rainbow foil, which I thought was really cool, and it is perforated. So the same issue in that each tape has a different number of colors on it. So I feel like all together in a spread it would probably look alright, but if you're only going to use one or two, it would look kind of funny. But if you were to use like a whole bunch, so you could actually get the full rainbow in your spread, it would make sense. But yeah, she did have like a confetti overlay tape, which I typically would like to get from my collection, or like a confetti header overlay tape. But again, it was that like weird confetti that I don't typically prefer. So that was Sticker Guru. Lastly, I have a few tapes from RoseColoredDaze. These I'm also really excited about because I'll tell you in a minute. First, let's go over the extras. So her like flat stuff did come in this patterned cello, which I love. Those types of customized cellos. We have our April foiled calendar, which is in rose gold. I do typically hold on to these. I don't even know why. I put them in the cover of my daily planner, but I don't ever actually look at it. I don't know. Then we have our business card. This is the particular design of the day on the back. I think she has a few that she switches between. And here's our overlay freebie. It's always a different foil color. This looks like, I thought it was a light blue, but I think it's like a sparkly hollow actually. Pretty sure that's sparkly hollow. Hopefully I can remember that. It's typically pretty hard for me to tell because the confetti pattern on her freebies is like really faint. And then I did order a few sheets, or I guess a couple sheets. So the great thing about her shop is that she includes all kinds of holiday sheets, not just your standard ones, which are the ones that I ordered, but she has all kinds of specific holidays for different cultures and countries and religions and such. So there's all kinds to choose from. However, the only ones I really celebrate are the generic ones, at least right now. So, and I didn't have them, and she did revamp this sheet, so it includes more things like Juneteenth that I didn't have any stickers for before, and International Women's Day, Memorial Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, just things that I didn't really have any stickers for, daylight savings. So I really wanted this. I will probably buy a million more of these sheets just so I can have these in sticker form. And I did get black. It was kind of my goal to get all the colors, but first of all, money. Second of all, I'm going to try this new thing. I've talked about it kind of before, but I'm going to try this thing where I typically buy most of my scripts in black. So for a spread, I have a pretty big collection of black scripts that I want to use. But if it is a base color, I do have the 3 main base colors of foil, and I have a mink. So I was kind of going to try to just foil them all at once per spread because that's not really a big issue for me. I can just cut off a little piece of foil and just cover the stickers that I need for that week. And they're not all going to be perfect, but I don't know if I'll care yet, so I may just try to do that. So I'm not too concerned about getting everything in every single foil color right now. So yeah, I may just have to get, 10 more just black sheets. So here, I'm just gonna let you kind of read through these if you want. We have Lunar New Year on here, President's Day, which I feel like there's a lot of these that I've wanted to mark before, but I just haven't had a script, so I've had to write them in, and there's no character stickers that go along with it, so I feel kind of bad, and like I don't really know how to properly mark it. So like I feel like President's Day is one of those things. Daylight savings, I do like to mark that. Earth Day, these up here. Labor Day, there's a ton on here that are that you don't really find stickers for in other shops necessarily. Now the thing about these is that these are really big, like wide scripts. These are not really meant to be used with character stickers. Most of them are half box size, pretty big. They just take up the whole half box and that's it. That's, your sticker. But there are some skinnier ones here that could probably fit in a fancy label. But either way, they are pretty much 1.5 inches for the most part. So if you're going to use them with a character sticker, you either have to just like move it over and cut off this little swoopy thing, or you're going to have to layer it over the character sticker. And I'm not too big of a fan of that. But at the same time, for a lot of these stickers, maybe half this sheet, like what are you going to use for a character sticker? International Women's Day, I guess you could use just any girl sticker, but like Memorial Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, President's Day, I don't have any stickers of presidents, so it's it would be pretty hard to do that anyway. So this is still a very useful sheet, even taking that into consideration. So this is foiled, not foiled, but this is the Holidays Part 1. It does come with a Part 2 as well. I think you have to buy it separately, but like they're from the same set, kind of. So we have a continuation. We have Veterans Day, another one that I didn't see any stickers for anywhere else, really. We have Hanukkah and Ramadan on here as well. We have Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I like that. And then we also have some personal ones, such as my birthday, happy anniversary. Got 3 of those, which is really nice. And we actually have 7. No. So we have 1 my birthday, and then we have 6 happy birthdays for other people. So that's pretty cool as well. So that'll at least let you hold off on buying more of these sheets for a little bit, but the rest of these, really just 1 year's worth. If you do mark every single one of these, I try to, even if they're like holidays that holidays that we don't really do anything to celebrate necessarily. I try to mark them in my planner just because I like having things to mark. So yeah, it was about time I got this sheet. I think it's been out for a while, or her revamped holiday sheets have all been out for a while. But I just kind of slept on those for a little bit, even knowing that there was some stuff that I needed on there. So that was my bad, but I finally got them. So the tapes that I got, this was the whole reason for the order, was because she had released these doodle heart tapes. These are part of her Valentine's Day collection for this year. So she does have the full box confetti kind of tapes. I think she also had these in header form, probably. Were there more tapes in this release? Quite possibly. I think it might have been just these, though. But I really wanted these for the express purpose of using these as bougie, because as y'all know, I'm always on the lookout for alternative forms of bougie that are not just like confetti tapes, which is pretty much what I use exclusively. I'm always on the lookout for smaller designs, and you can get underlays from shops like Plannahannah. There's a lot of other shops that are doing them now, actually, and I'm really excited about that. But still, I like them on rolls better, because at the rate that I go through them, I would have to be buying like 1 million sheets per spread, and economically that doesn't make sense. But for a tape that's like, what was this, $8? I think her tapes are like $8 each, and her rolls are thick. Like, these are gonna last forever. These are the thickest rolls that I've seen. Like, this compared to this, and the sticker glue is the same size as the crest press, it's like twice the size. So these rolls are gonna last forever, and it just economically, it just makes so much sense, and it's a great, fantastic value. So Anytime I can get a RoseColoredDaze tape of a certain design that I want, I will, for sure. So I was really excited that she came out with these hearts, because don't these make perfect bougie? Like, the design is small enough, but there's some big ones in there just to keep it interesting, but it's small enough that you could cover it up with some boxes and still see some hearts behind there. And I just think the heart design is really cute. I like the doodle heart aspect of it. Not just for Valentine's Day, although that's clearly what the purpose was, but for, I mean, there's not going to be too many other kits where I feel like hearts are a theme, but I feel like there's enough to justify me getting heart bougie, and also I'm probably just going to make this work with other types of kits as well, just because I want to, and I want to have more bougie options. I just think it's a fun idea, and I want to see more designs made into bougie, obviously. So I did get this in gold, rose gold, and then silver. I didn't get hollow because I can't really think of any like hollow heart applications necessarily. Can't think of any kits that would have that. I don't really think those two things go together, but the three main colors, yeah, there's gonna be times where hearts make sense. So that is it from RoseColoredDaze. I typically buy from her like pretty much every tape release, almost every tape release, so you will probably see more of that in the near future. I have so many RoseColoredDaze tapes. I really do. I have more than I'm gonna use because I was subscribed to the sub box for a while. I haven't been recently, but I will resubscribe whenever I see something that I really want. But I still have a lot of old ones that like I'm gonna have to make a concentrated effort to use. Alright, so next let's get into ScribblePrintsCo. I've had this for quite some time. I just haven't bothered to haul it yet. But I don't even think I've opened this up. Actually, how do I open it up? Oh, it just slides. I've never had one that just slides. Crazy town. Anyway, this was a kind of smaller order. I'm just kind of trying to keep up right now. I think I have only 2 things on my wish list right now, 2 kits that I want to get. So I'll get those pretty soon and try to keep my wish list low, because the extras for these kits always sell out super fast for like all of her kits. The ultimate kits stay in the shop for a while, but the extras are zoomed, they're gone. So you got to be on top of that. Anyways, this is the journaling card. It's like the new kind of Disney, I think this is like the Park Hopper pattern with that release that came out. This was like, I don't know, the foil pattern or something, but that's what I'm thinking that is. So that's the journaling card. It's a lot of foil that came with this order. I think this was what I bought, and this I just kind of put in here because, did I buy this? No, I didn't buy this. I think this is just like maybe a rack bag, but it's not labeled as a rack bag, so who knows. Maybe it's a bunch of freebies, which I am a-okay with. So let's just go through. Yeah, I'm certain this is all freebies. So we have a label sheet in silver, SPC labels. I like using these to mark Happy Meal from SPC because I typically just use plain Happy Meal scripts now. I don't write in what the shop is, but if I put this icon next to it, then I know what shop it was. So we have new releases and Wiggle It Wednesday. I don't really use the Wiggle It Wednesday ones, or the new release ones for that matter, but sometimes if I have room, I just like the solid foil, so I'll try to sneak that in usually. Some more SPC icons. These are the bigger ones. Same use as before. And then we have a smaller, looks like this was a label sheet that was cut in half. Interesting. Very into this thing. And then we have some full box overlays here. These are quote overlays. So we have 2 versions of 2. So this one is New Year, New Beginnings. It's like a New Year's overlay. Silver and a rose gold. Her rose gold is very pinky, as y'all probably know. And then here we have gold and rose gold for Happy Valentine's Day. Good color choices. These would be my choices as well. And then buy more SBC with the foil label. So that's very nice that she threw those in. And then here we have some page flag overlays, and I'm so glad that these were gifted to me because I'm like terrified I'm gonna run out and that shops are gonna stop carrying them. And I've seen quite a few shops, not quite a few, but I've seen a handful of shops that do carry these, so I'm not as concerned as I was before. But there was a time where I was just buying up like 1 million SBC page flag overlays because I wasn't sure I was gonna get them anywhere, wasn't gonna be able to get them anywhere else. But I feel like I have quite a collection now, but I am going to go through it pretty fast because, I use 2 per spread, so I'm glad to have more always. I also appreciate the hollow dividers because I don't really have many hollow dividers. The only hollow dividers that I have are basically these sheets that I've gotten previously as freebies from SPC, so I'm always happy to have more. Then we've got some scripts. I'm wondering if the fact that there's a script for a Misfit rack bag, I'm wondering if that means that this is the Misfit rack bag. It's gotta be, right? I've never seen this anywhere else. I've never seen that script anywhere else. What would I even use it for when I receive a Misfit rack bag? It's kind of an interestingly specific thing to mark, but I bet somebody would use that. That's probably what that means. And then we have a New Year's Eve bucket list sheet. I'm pretty sure I have this one. This isn't Jessica's handwriting, which is now discontinued. It does like have the feel of a Misfit. It is it because it's a little bit wrinkled. That might be it. The stickers will still look perfectly usable though. I think they're all still cut properly. Yeah, they seem like it. They seem usable enough. So that's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that, but I think I can use probably all of this actually, except for the Wiglet Wednesdays, but everything else I think I can use. So that's really nice. That's luck on my part. Speaking of luck, we got our cold box overlays right here. So I did get one more freebie, which is actually, these are probably the freebies that I was expecting, along with sheets that I actually ordered. So this must have been a $75 and up freebie because I did get another singular sheet of these labels. I have so many of these now because I've been placing so many big orders to get to sticker 0 with SBC. But I've got quite the collection now, and I don't even use like a whole sheet of these per spread. I just pick in like a couple, so it's gonna last me forever. But these are just the plain hollow ones. I do love these so much. And maybe this one is a $75 net. And this is $150. I can't imagine that the order was $150. I can imagine it now actually. If I got all the extras with it, probably. So this one must be the $75 and up, which is scripts and gold. Usually I get silver scripts, so it's really nice getting gold for a change. Although I never remember to look at the sampler sheets first when picking scripts. I try to, but sometimes I forget. So I did get some St. Patty's Day and Easter full box quote overlays. I guess I typically buy both at once now because they are about the same time, these holidays. So I did get one for St. Patty's Day because, gold, because green wasn't there, obviously. So we have Lucky and Blessed. This is like a really big one. That one I'm probably going to put over one of the patterned full boxes on the washi page, the bottom washi page of SBC kits, because otherwise it would cover up too much clip art on a normal full box. But I could use this one there, like over Fashion Go or something. Kiss Me, I'm Irish. These are also very big. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And then Irish Kisses, Shamrock Wishes. So a lot of these are going to be strategic to place, but I don't know, I like them, so I'll find a way to do that. Easter, I wasn't too sure about what Easter kits I would have. Well, obviously I got 2 in this order, and then I am going to get the one from Glam Planner as well, which is actually really good that I'm getting so many because I don't have literally any, or I have one that I don't really like that much. Because I don't know, I'm really picky about Easter kits for some reason. So I'm glad that I'm stocking up in case, some don't come out next year that I like. I don't see any next year and the year after, etc. So I just wanted to have the whole variation of Easter overlays as well, because again, don't really have a plan for what kit I'm going to use when. and you know what kits might come out in the future. So we have one gold, rose gold, and silver, and these could all be potential Easter colors, Easter foil colors. Again, not hollow. I don't really think that's super applicable. Hollow is like a winter foil, winter color foil, honestly. So we have a Sun Bunny Loves You, Bunny Kisses, and Easter Wishes. Why does everybody do this format? It's right here too. Kisses and wishes, kisses and wishes. That's on every single like full box quote overlay that I've seen. Like that's always a quote that's like used somehow. I can guarantee that there was a Thanksgiving version of this as well. Probably not Halloween, but almost certainly Christmas too. Like maybe mistletoe kisses and something, I don't know. But I don't know, it kind of bothers me that it's so overused. Then Hoppy Easter, and then Chilling with My Peeps. I like that because I like peeps. That reminds me, I do have to get them this Easter before they sell out. Because I know my store, and we put things out way in advance, and then they sell out by the time the actual holiday comes. So you're not going to be able to buy peeps on Easter, I'll tell you that. They're going to sell out a month beforehand, and people are going to be calling me, because I work there in customer service. They're going to be calling me, a week before Easter, saying, hey, what, do you have peeps in stock? And we're like, nope, they sold out a month ago. You're too late, bud. I've had to do that quite a lot with Christmas stuff. So let's get to the actual order. I'll stop jabbering on. I did get the new foil wiggle format. I have gotten one in the mystery. I think this was the first in-shop one that I've actually bought, because I could not resist this like gold oil slick foil. This is the prettiest foil I've ever seen. My best friend Sage was telling me that this would go well with the St. Patty's Day kit, and I was like, wow, because it really does look like molten gold. Like it looks like a gold lava river. That is the most gorgeous foil I've ever seen in my whole life, I think. I would feel comfortable making that decision. That's the prettiest thing I've seen. And I had to get 2 of the label samplers because I thought that so much, and it shows up so much better on these label samplers than on the overlays. So, oh, it's gorgeous. Please don't rip. It's not coming up too great. So we're gonna take it from the other end, but the paper is good quality. It's this nice premium matte paper. And there is a little bump on the moving marquee in case you didn't think there was. There is. So yeah, first time that this version of a matte sampler has been available, and I do like that because I like having options for everything. So this is the new foil bundle format. Again, if you've been watching my hauls, I think you've seen this in the mystery, but I'm just going to page through it again real quick. So we have the first page with 6 full box overlays and various border designs. This is an interesting one that is new. I'm kind of excited to use that, but I'm not too sure how it's going to work. And then these are just plain headers over here. Not sure how many there are, but there are different designs of headers later. Oh wow, I didn't realize there was a whole second sheet of them. Alright, well then there you go, there's already enough headers. Although I know that there is still another design, but it's cool. So there's 12 full box overlays. Very nice. You also get 2 sheets of bougie, which I do appreciate. This will not be enough for a whole spread for me, but enough to really dominate the spread. And like I was saying, it is a lot harder to see the actual like oil slick kind of pattern of the foil on the overlays. You can see a little better on the scripts, but nothing beats the matte sampler. So I do advise you to always get that when you see a really pretty foil pattern. So we do have the cutout icons. I like how she kind of got rid of the circle ones. And then we have scripts, some extra scripts over here. And then lastly, we have the alternate header design, and this changes based on the format of the wiggle. So this is just a plain confetti format with our plain bow bottom washi overlays as well. So there's bows for the alternate header design and for the tiny deco, which I love. I love bow tiny deco because I've said this a million times. I'll keep saying it. I love using it to decorate character stickers throughout my spread. And then we have our date dots over here. So that is pretty much everything you could need. There are things missing that were present on previous versions of the wiggle, such as the page flag overlays and the little emoji heads. but I feel like those probably weren't being used as much. I'm a little sad, but again, I've been stocking up on my page flag overlays, so I'm not terribly concerned about those. And I didn't really like the money hits. And of course the circle icons are also gone, but I'm not too mad about that because it was kind of stressful having to use so many icons when I prefer to use character stickers. So that is the foil for this order, and now let's get into the kits. I did buy 4. I kind of waited for my list to get a little long before I placed an order, or at least for my list to get a little large financially speaking. I think I have 2 kits on my wish list now, and that's still going to be quite a bit to buy, considering I want stuff from other shops too. But it's always worth it. This is my favorite shop in the whole planner world. So this kit is Cozy Cafe. I like how cozy is spelled the British spelling because that's how I spell things. Who did this art? Was it Darcy? I don't even remember. Like, was it? I don't know. I feel like I've seen this in a few places, but when I saw that SBC did it, I was like, alright, instant buy, because typically I go to SBC first, unless there's something really striking about another shop's version of the kit that I like. But this was good enough for me. So this theme is kind of like Harry Potter Cafe a little bit. Yeah, Wizardry Cafe right there. So there's a little invitation. We have our History of Magic textbook right there. We have the Deathly Hallows symbol. Other than that, I don't think there's too much Harry Potter. We have Harry Potter glasses right there. That's nice. Another Deathly Hallows symbol in the background. Seeker of Magic on the teacup. Other than that, not much. So yeah, we have several fashion girls. Usually we don't have 3, so it's a nice change to have 3. They look very cozy. That looks like a female version of Harry Potter, which I think is hilarious, but it really does. And she's got the round glasses and everything. But yeah, I do love cafes and Harry Potter, and I like this brown color scheme, so I'm really all about that. I'm not going to go over every single full box. You can kind of see everything. It's kind of a plainer clip art set. There's not too much in it, not too cluttered or anything, which normally is not my vibe, but I had to get the theme. Looks like it's snowing outside too, which is really fun. So our extra full boxes on this page are a Hedwig with a pink bow around her neck. That's super sweet. And then, oh, here we have Kitception, which I love, the kit in the kit, and then our little Aurora Estelle Cloud. We've got some boxes on this page as well. Deco over here, this is really big deco, which is also unusual, but still usable. Weekend banner, more functionals. Glitter headers now included in the kit. Some headers, labels, and movie marquees. I like how there's 2 now. Cutout icons, rounded boxes, our set of plain labels and little things and such, and our patterned labels and little things and boxes and such. Bottom washi. This is like almost terrazzo, which she's been doing a lot of lately, but it's like a much bigger version of that. But yeah, and there's that patterned full box that's always on that page that I was talking about. Would be good to put quote overlays over. And then I did get the extras. I got the 15mm strip as per usual, and then the label add-on. There are a lot of labels that come in the kit now, but I typically need double what comes in a kit, so I always have to get some extra, and the rest I can pull from leftovers. And then the freebie in this kit is the black on clear script sampler. So yeah, really like the theme of this kit. I think it's a fun one. I love doing or seeing artists do different versions of Harry Potter stuff that's like not necessarily directly pulled from the books or the movies, but just like taking something normal and putting a Harry Potter spin on it, which is what this was. So I will always buy that. Honestly, I need to make myself a Harry Potter binder because I have enough kits to fill up a binder. I just have them crammed in with other pop culture stuff when they really need their own. Okay, so I had to stop to free up some space on my camera, and in the meantime I did go ahead and check on the Crest Press order that I placed, and I did place an order for 4 of these scene tapes, and she did just completely get the entire order wrong and sent me 4 completely wrong tapes. I I guess is kind of an honest mistake because there was only one word that was different in the listing, but I was really excited about those tapes because they seemed kind of revolutionary and I wanted to use them in my upcoming Plan With Me's. But I guess that's not going to happen. I did message her. Hopefully she'll send me the new ones pretty soon because I'm kind of really mad about that. But it's okay. Mistakes happen. Hopefully she will rectify it. Anyways, let's continue on with ScribblePrintsCo. So this next one is just kind of a generic spring one. It is spring reading. So yeah, I guess there's some books involved, but mainly seems like a generic spring lounging outdoors kind of kit. So Elaine from Coffee Doodles Co. is coming out with a lot of releases lately, and they all start to kind of run together after a while. So before I was like, all right, I want every single one of them, but now I'm kind of like being a little bit more picky because they all are kind of very similar. And a lot of them are anytime kits. So if it's a theme I really like, I will get all of them, like when she was doing the Disney themed ones. But now it's like I don't really need all of them. Like there was like a spring cleaning one that I kind of passed on. There was a brunch one. I was like, but every now and then I'm sure there will be one that I really like. So this was kind of the last one that I bought before I got more picky. But I do really like it. I love this color scheme. I love reading. Spring reading kits are always a good idea, so I'm pleased with this one. So I've got our two fashion girls up here, a clothing flat lay, books, and some kind of roses. Not roses, some kind of flowers. Don't ask me what actual kind they are because I don't really know flowers. Candles and lemonade, interesting combination. If it's hot enough to have lemonade, you would not think you would be having a candle, but perhaps. I love this little outdoor lounge area. It's a good place to read. And then we have little tiny donuts right there and what looks like coffee. So it's a nice setup. That looks like a really tiny book in her hands. I feel like most books are bigger, but I could be wrong. And then for our extra full boxes over here, we have just another kind of lounging area to read, and then a planner right here. It's interesting because you don't often see this type of planner in kits. Usually it's like the Aura Estelle Cloud or like a coiled planner. And we have some boxes here. Deco here. I like the wax melts and stuff included in the deco because I know that she includes add-ons of a lot of things like that, and there's more wax melt stuff that are not often included in the actual full boxes, so but they are applicable, so I appreciate them being included somewhere. We have glitter headers and such, rounded boxes, plain boxes, and pattern boxes, cute little rainbow type pattern, and then our bottom washi and date covers. I did get the Fashion Girls add-on because I really liked this hairstyle. I will probably go with the blonde girl because you can see the hairstyle better. I would go with this girl, but she's kind of already in the kit right there, so that works for that. I got the 15mm strip as usual, and the label add-on as usual. And then the freebie is the same as the last kit for this one. Don't know why I put the last one back because I have to leave them out in order to take a thumbnail photo, so I won't make the same mistake this time. Alright, and we've got our two Easter kits last, so we'll just kind of keep on the theme of Elaine's kits and go over hers. I think she also came out with two color schemes for this one. I liked both of them, I'm pretty sure, but I'm happy to have this one in particular. And I think it was also formatted really well by Andrea, of course. I don't like that the girls' faces are cut off because I'm used to them not being cut off because usually they aren't when Andrea does it, but I guess for this kit, she felt like cutting faces in half, so it's a little freaky, but it's alright. Maybe she wanted to show more of the outfits, which I guess makes sense, because like the whole point of this outfit is that the shirt is really cool and then it goes like a back, so you need to be able to see that part and like the ruffles on this one too, so maybe it was all a ploy to include the ruffles. But yeah, I just really like the detail in this set in particular. Well, all of her sets include some nice detail, but I felt like this went a little above and beyond. Like all the stuff in this like food flat lay table spread looks so good. We have our coffee tray as usual. Got our peeps in the planter, that's so funny. I do love both these outfits as well. We have some peeps and jelly beans and Easter eggs. And then in clothing flatly over here, super fancy outfit. I would wear that. I'd wear all of these. And then of course I love house interiors and exteriors, especially the marble and the gold hardware. So, oh, and the white cabinetry. Oh, I love that so much. So really digging that. And for extras, we have another room, little scene with chairs. I do love how that's framed. And then a really delicious looking chocolate Easter cake. Ooh, marble. I love all the marble. So boxes and such. Deco. So this kit did have like kind of a like religious aspect to it, and that you could make it more religious or less religious if you wanted to in your shop. I probably would have preferred one that was a little more religious. I do love this one, but if I can find another one that like leans more on that side of it, I will get it too. But like, so there's a little Kia's Risen kind of placard right there, and I think that might be it in terms of things like that in the deco. We have more functional stuff, glitter headers, rounded boxes, plain labels. So our pattern ones are mostly marble, which I'm not mad about. I always love more marble. As is our bottom washi. Alright, maybe she went a little overboard on the marble, but I feel like she doesn't have enough of a chance to use it, so when she does, she goes overboard. And then there's her little Easter wreath, which is the funniest thing ever. So our freebie is 2 add-on boxes, one of them with the sign, and then another one is an alternate skin tone and hair color and style for this girl right here, and clothing color too, interestingly enough. Then we have the 15mm strip as usual, the label add-on as usual, and then Fashion Girls. Basically the exact same Fashion Girls as from the previous kit, which I felt was kind of a cop-out, but there's a different scene in the background, obviously, which is the kitchen scene, and they have different color clothing, but same girls. So I might just use that girl. I think they have different hair colors too. But yeah, that one's the one closest to me, so I'll probably use that one. Anyways, so that is the one just labeled Easter. I really like that one. It's a good one. Where were all these good Easter kits last year? I mean, there were like some cute ones, but not ones that really stood out to me. And this one is Jess's exclusive Easter art called Bunny Day. This one again has a color scheme that's like not super my vibe. It's like really pastel, but it feels like, I mean, obviously it's meant to be like a child's celebration of Easter, and that is definitely the vibes I get from the color scheme. But I don't know, I typically get all of Jess's exclusive art for SBC and really anywhere. So had to pick it up. I still really like it. I will probably save this and hoard this until I do like Easter stuff with kids, but I just had to have it. So here we are. I've got our 2 Fashion Girls right here. Got a lot of Easter crafts going on, painting of eggs. Oh man, yeah, when I was a kid, we did not paint the eggs by hands. We did kind of that thing, which was where you could like draw on the eggs with like a white crayon, like this magical white crayon. And then when you dipped it in the dye, like whatever you drew would show up as white, just like that. It was pretty fun. But as for actual designs, no such thing was going on in our house. And then we have an Easter cake right there. A little basket. It's like an Easter basket, but like an actual basket, almost like a laundry basket. It's so funny. I like this tiered tray over here. Got some really cute Ray Down inspired mugs and bunnies and carrots. Love this tablescape, of course. Those cushions, those look like ruffs, like old Victorian style. I don't know if they're called ruffs or whatever, but they're the fancy collars that you would wear around your neck. That's so funny. But yeah, I do like the colors. This color, the shade of purple and green, you do not see in very many kits. It's kind of cool. So then our extra full boxes, we have rain boots, a proper Easter bunny basket, and then this looks like an Easter gift basket. I wonder what that is. Is it makeup or something? Probably more of an adult basket. And then our pattern boxes here. Deco. This paper plate bunny's face just cracks me up. And then glitter headers and such, rounded boxes, plain labels. Oh, I love the patterns. Pattern labels. Love those tiny flowers there. And of course our terrazzo bottom washi and day covers. So we have our alternate skin tone boxes here for that box. And then I did get the Fam 2, which is the one I'm getting now, of the kids. I didn't want the kid add-ons. These are super cute. These are like new kids that I haven't seen before. I love her hairstyle. And I love their cute little outfits. They're so adorable. So yeah, I'm assuming that will be more applicable for whenever I choose to use this kit. Then we have our 15mm add-on. I got both versions of the label add-on because I needed them for obvious reasons. And then I did get the just normal fashion girls. I love all of them as well. I love their pastel clothing that they're wearing, like all of the girls. Super neat color choices. Not necessarily my vibe of colors, but I can appreciate the creativity. So that is Bunny Day. And that is it for my ScribblePrintsCo order. Now, lastly, probably not for the last part of this haul. I might fit in one extra thing later. But I just wanted to briefly flip through some of the printable kits that I printed off lately. I just recently went through my stash of ones that I had not printed that I had bought ages ago, and so some of them are not necessarily ones that I would get again, but I liked them enough to where I wanted to print them out and try to use them. I'm not going to go through the format of each one because they're not my favorite formats. These are really just one-offs. You're probably never going to see these shops on my channel again, except for one of these, which is also a printed sticker shop. But yeah, I don't really feel like opening up and going through each page. I'll just kind of explain why I liked the art. So this one, pretty self-explanatory. This is called Autumn Wonderland by Print Petticoat Bandit. I feel like this art was used elsewhere, but I couldn't find enough in this particular light color scheme, so I had to do a real difficult search on Etsy to find out who was using it, and I think she was. I have purchased from her before, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, obviously I love Alice in Wonderland, and any art involving Alice in Wonderland, almost any art, I pretty much need, even though the only thing that's like Alice in Wonderland related in this kit is her, and then the White Rabbit, and that's it. Everything else is just, like, nature. But still, that was enough for me. So it's not super duper my style of clip art, but I needed it because it was Alice in Wonderland. My printer actually did a decent job with this. The printer's been having print quality issues, but I think I messed with some settings and this one turned out alright. So I've got a cute little fox and deer and bunny, butterflies and flowers. This will be interesting to see how that works out in my planner. But yep, so that is Autumn Wonderland. This one is called Meddling Kids. It's by Pansy's Prints. I don't actually have really any Scooby-Doo kits. I haven't seen many out there. But it's something that I wanted to be able to mark one way or another whenever I finally get around to like watching Scooby-Doo for real. So when I saw this, I was like, alright, might as well get it. I didn't figure out the proper print settings for this page, so the full boxes are unfortunately like pretty bad. You can see the lines, the horizontal lines. So that's not great. But there are more like full boxes on the last page that do have good print quality, so I'm like, okay, it's fine. Besides, this art style really isn't my favorite anyway. It was more like the theme that I needed. So we have the whole gang here, including Scrappy-Doo, and of course Scooby, and we got our Scooby snacks and everything. I feel like if I've seen Scooby-Doo, I just wasn't paying attention, or I've seen like clips of it, but I want to like sit down and watch at least a Scooby-Doo movie at some point, so that's my goal. And that's my kit. So we have a couple from Creating & Co. I usually get her printed kits, but occasionally she'll have like designs where it's only available as a printable, and I guess I just decided to get these two. This one, I don't really remember how or where I got it. I don't think I bought it, or if I bought it, it was like part of a bundle or something. I think it's called Winter Reads, and either the clip art style is a little bit fuzzy, or my printer did a really bad job with the quality. The next one looks good, but this one is like, does look a little fuzzy around the edges. And in retrospect, I probably wouldn't have printed this because of how plain the full boxes are, but it is good enough for me. I do like the color scheme too, though, that like tan and that teal. I do like that, so I'll probably try to find a way to use that. But yeah, books are always applicable to me, and I guess those are like a little box of cookies, which is also very applicable. So I like it enough. This one I do really like, though. This is a more recent one that I chose to get. I think it's called Perfectly Wicked. I'm not really too sure what the theme is, other than like spookiness or Halloween a little bit. But I saw the Raven and I was like, alright, I need to use this for something Edgar Allan Poe related, so that's what I'm gonna do. This like really gives me the vibes of his short stories, which I love. So if I sit down and read a whole bunch, then I will probably use this kit for that. I do have another Edgar Allan Poe kit, actually, from Cricket Paper Co. But there's nothing wrong with having two. So I do love the spooky vibes, and that's what I'll use that for. I did have to get this Winnie the Pooh art. This is Honey Bear from Planner Pixie Co., who I have ordered from in the past. But I don't think I have any Winnie the Pooh art. I've seen Winnie the Pooh art in kits, but I don't think any really stood out to me to buy. But this one did, so I just really wanted this. This is like the cutest version of Winnie the Pooh possible, and I love it. And I do love Winnie the Pooh. It's like really nostalgic for me, and I will still watch it now if I'm like sick, or if it's a rainy day or something and I just need to be brought back to that simpler time. Then I will bust out some old Winnie the Pooh. So I don't know, I just really wanted to have a kit to mark that. So we have Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, and Roo, and then of course a Heffalump for good measure. And that looks like the only part of the gang that we see here. But yeah, I just love like the cotton candy kind of pastel colors. The hot air balloon is cute. They're just sitting in the umbrella. That's adorable. There's bees throughout, of course. And this little honey pot. So this art style is, again, not typically what I put in my planner, but I feel like it makes sense for this theme. And it's just so cute, and I love it. So that's that. My last one is also from Planner Pixie Co. I just really wanted this art from somewhere because of these boxes right here. I love seeing things organized so perfectly like that. That's like goals. Like, I know that probably my like drawers and pantry will never look like this, although I'll probably try to get them close. But if I can't have them in real life, I do want them in my planner. And I do like houses. I don't know if necessarily I'll use this for a cleaning week, because who knows when that'll ever happen for me. I don't like cleaning, but I just needed those boxes, so now I have the whole kit, and maybe I'll be inspired to clean. Not in a dress, probably, with heels. Probably not that, but it's a fun aesthetic. I love the mug. That's so appropriate. But yeah, I feel like this art was probably used in other shops, but it made more sense for me to get it as a printable based on, theme. So I did run off a couple more that I'm not showing here. There were a couple Red Riding Hood photo kits, because I couldn't get them, like they didn't print in like just like a pre-cut format like this where I could just slip it into a solo. They were full page format, so it wouldn't show up so nicely on camera. So you'll see those if or when I decide to use those in a spread. But that is it for this section. That's everything I have. So let's go ahead and get into the last one. Sorry, I keep sniffing so much. My sinuses are getting clogged for some reason. TMI. Alright, let's get into the next bit. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to wrap up this haul with a tiny little order from Pumpkin Paper Co. She was having a sale. I don't think it was like a flash sale, but it was kind of not something I was expecting, but actually no, it wasn't a sale. It wasn't a sale. It was she was going to start discontinuing all of her holiday stuff and taking it out of the shop, and my wish list was like, it was a short wish list, but it was mostly holiday stuff, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to get everything that I needed. So it's really not that many sheets, but I'm glad to have reached sticker 0 again with her shop, so it was just kind of the right opportunity for that. So we do have some extras. We have her little thank you card where she writes your name on it. I have quite a few of these. And then I love this journaling card so much with the little bunny. I just love her like doodling style for like animals and things like this. So that's super sweet. I will be keeping that one. And it is also a postcard, but I think I'm just going to keep it as a journaling card. And then let's get into these sheets. I did not really organize this much at all, so it is kind of random. We're starting with this sheet of iced coffee, I think is what it is. It looks like a Starbucks iced coffee, which kind of, well, not Starbucks, but like anywhere that you would go out to get iced coffee, which makes sense for me because I don't really make iced coffee at home. I don't really think I put enough ice in it because I have to make ice in ice cube trays, and I feel like you would just have to have a ton of ice cubes in order to make good iced coffee at home, at least the way I do it in my Keurig. So I feel like that would be like too much of a time commitment to do that. I have to get like 10 ice cube trays. So I haven't quite done that yet. So I usually get iced coffee out. So it just made more sense for me to get an iced coffee sticker to represent that. These are a little bit on the bigger side, but I think most of Pumpkin Paper Co. stickers are. I have some smaller iced coffee stickers from other shops, but I don't know, if I have room to put it in a half box, then this size sticker would be appropriate for that. So there's that. And then this is the holiday, like kind of holiday clothing sheet, I guess. We have mittens, holiday sweaters, and ice skates. I think I mostly got this sheet for holiday sweaters. That one looks kind of like a Halloween one, actually. That's pretty funny. But yeah, so this could be just like Christmas or winter. There's like kind of some for both. Again, I've mentioned getting holiday sweater stickers in the past and not really having a specific use for them, but I just really like them, so I don't know. I just kind of had to get that one as well. Mittens don't really have a use for those types of stickers either. But ice skates, obviously, you could use those for ice skating, so I don't know, I just like this sheet, so had to pick it up. Got some random Halloween stuff mixed in here as well. So here are the Halloween Starbucks drinks. I don't really think there's a specific Starbucks drink for Halloween. I mean, there's like fall drinks for sure, but I don't know. I'm just going to use this for getting Starbucks anytime in October, probably. I haven't been getting Starbucks so much lately, but I still want to like try to do it as a treat. So here's more Halloween ones, I guess. I guess there's just like 2 variations. But yeah, these don't have a little like order slip. Actually, at my Starbucks in my store that I work at, they don't really do that either. They don't put anything on them on the actual cup. But I like these ones because these are cute and patterned. We've got like candy corn, jack-o'-lantern. We have Jack and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Super cute. Again, these are on the larger side, but there is a time and place for larger stickers, so I don't really discriminate between sizes when I pick them up. And then these 2 are also kind of like 2 versions of the same thing. These are the Halloween phones. So these are more plain phones, kind of on the smaller side. I feel like you could get away with fitting these in a quarter box, whereas these ones are more like half box size because of, I don't know how much is added to them. But yeah, so these are mainly used to represent texting, I think. You could probably get away with using these as calling, but I mark texting people pretty frequently, I want to say. So I just liked having more stickers specifically for texting. So we have our phones and all of our Halloween colors. And then here we have the same kind of thing, except the phones are like Halloween phone cases, kind of. So we have a little ghost design, Frankenstein, candy corn, and a pumpkin, and they kind of repeat. So yeah, these are just like extra fun. So these I feel like could also be just any time. They have little pumpkins and skulls in there, but from far away you can't really see that detail, so I feel like you could probably get away with using these anytime, but these are obviously very specifically Halloween stickers. And same with these are like Halloween laptops. Obviously some of them have the error message, which could be used to represent when something's like going wrong, which is I think the point of this sheet mostly. But but I just kind of wanted to use it for just doing anything on my laptop in October. I think the ghosts are really cute, and you get some little ghosts by themselves right here, which are adorable and would make good deco for Halloween as well. I love these little Halloween cats and their Halloween costumes. I don't really have any specific use for these right now, again, because I don't have any cats, and if I did, I would not force them to suffer by putting them in a Halloween costume, because most cats don't really like being dressed up, or dogs for that matter, but I just thought these would be super cute as deco, and I just love cat stickers, so I couldn't resist these, even though I might have to struggle to find out where I'm going to use them. And then we have some Harry Potter sheets as well, so these are the Harry Potter treats. We have pumpkin pasties. I don't really know for sure what these are, but they look like little pies, like little hand pies kind of. I don't know, I might try to look up a recipe and try to make them, because it seems like a delicious thing. Here we have some Birdie Bots ever flavored beans, which I have bought previously. I do love Birdie Bots. And then chocolate frogs, which I don't think I've bought, because I'm pretty sure they're just a frog made out of chocolate, and I don't know, I think it's kind of a scam to spend extra money just to buy that if you call them chocolate frogs. So, but I don't know, I just thought this would be really fun. These are really big stickers though, so again, probably more deco than anything else, but I typically like to buy Harry Potter treat stickers when I see them. And then here we have a sheet from her like dolls kind of series. I think she did dolls of the main characters as well, like Harry, Hermione, and Ron. I know there was a reason I didn't buy that sheet. It's probably because I already have them, but or maybe it's not. Maybe it's because like I have a lot of other types of stickers of those characters, and the reason I got this one was because I don't really have any stickers of Moaning Myrtle or Snape or Hagrid or Dumbledore or Voldemort for that matter, so that's probably why I got these, just so I would have any stickers of them whatsoever, because I don't know, I just think it's fun to switch up how you mark Harry Potter stuff, and I want stickers of all the characters, so those are the ones represented on this sheet. Probably this was part of the Halloween release, because these are like more Halloween adjacent characters, I feel like. Like she's like an actual ghost. Snape is, I don't know, naturally spooky, I guess. Hagrid, well, Hagrid has his pumpkin patch, and I don't know, there's a lot of like Hagrid involved stuff around Halloween, I feel like. Dumbledore, I don't really know. And then Voldemort, of course, is also spooky, so those kind of make sense. That's just kind of my theory on why this came out when it did. I don't know, that is my little order from Pumpkin Paper Co. She doesn't come out with new stickers too often, I feel like, so I don't order as frequently. I just kind of wait for it to build up like this until, you know, there's a sizable enough stack. But, yeah, really excited about that order as well. So this is a tiny bit shorter than usual of a haul, but not by much. And yeah, I don't have a ton of stuff coming in, so I don't know when the next haul will be. I mean, maybe by the time it's time for the next video to go up, maybe more stuff will have come in. I'm not really sure, but I am not ordering as much lately, so we'll see. I'll probably do smaller hauls more regularly, actually, but I am trying to get more into Plan With Me's, so you'll still have content going up. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, help me get to 1,000 followers. I am, I think, as of filming, about 18 followers or 18 subscribers away from that, so that's super exciting. I can't wait to hit that milestone. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.